Do you have great ideas, but you don't know where to start? Are you looking to build a successful brand, but you lack the confidence and visibility to cut through the noise and reach your ideal clients in a crowded digital space? Every time when I look back and ask myself, how did I get myself from where I was in the beginning to where I am today? It's all because I built the know, like, and trust with my audience. Which is why today, in this episode, in this video, I want to guide you through this simple concept. Some of you might be familiar with this concept, but to some of you, it might be something totally new and you have no idea what I'm talking about. And even you have heard of it before. Do you really know what it takes to build the know, like, trust with your audience? So keep listening and keep watching. And at the end of this episode, I will also be sharing with you an amazing, incredible free opportunity you will kick yourself if you miss out. So keep watching or keep listening. But first, in order to build a successful brand, you have to know who are your ideal clients, right? You have to be clear about who you want to help, who you want to serve, and how you can help them. You have to be so confident in your product, in your services, in your offer. And then the next thing is to master the know, like, and trust. This is how you build a successful and sustainable brand in the long run. So let's talk about what is the know, like, and trust factor and why does it matter? So the know, like, and trust is a marketing concept, right? The goal is to get your audience, your prospect, your lead, your customer, your followers to first know you, understand you, and then like you, and eventually believe in what you do and buy from you. It's the 3 stages that you need to take people through in order to earn their trust. Because people are only going to buy from you when they know who you are, what you do, and decide if they like you or not, and then trust you enough to pull out their credit card and buy your offer. I want you to think about it as building relationship with someone. In fact, it is the same for all kinds of relationships. These principles apply across the board, be it business relationship, partnership, friendship, or a romantic relationship. Because in order for someone to decide if they want to have anything to do with you or not, they also have to know you, like you, and trust you. True. So it's the same for building the relationship with your audience and your clients. Now let's go over to the first stage. This is where it all starts, right? This is all about your visibility. You have to help your audience get to know you. In other words, we call it the brand awareness. If you're an online coach or running an online business or you're a service provider, your presence, right? Your presence is your brand awareness because you are the brand. Think about it this way. Your online presence, your social media are your storefront. But the problem is, right? The problem is we don't always think about it this way. But your online presence is you telling people that your business is up and running. You showing up is telling people that you are here to serve. So if you really want to get known and be recognized for what you want to be known and recognized for, you have to show up consistently. Because if not, people will only forget about you. Let's be honest, right? We are living in a crowded digital space. If you don't show up consistently, add value, share who you are, share your offer, no one will know about you. Ouch. I know that hurts. And this is where most people often get stuck, right? Because they get stuck in the fear of feeling like an imposter, not being good enough, not knowing enough. So I need to read more, study more, get more certifications, right? Fear of other people's judgment. How do I look? What if I said something wrong? I don't have a nice background. I don't have nice clothes, blah, blah. I call them excuses. So if you don't get over your fears soon, you will always feel stuck and invisible. You will always feel overwhelmed and frustrated. So how do you generate brand awareness for yourself? How do you go from invisible to visible? There are many ways to do it. And the most straightforward answer to this is to create content and to post more. And I want you to remember this, right? I want you to remember, listen very carefully, especially if you're just getting started. Gaining certainty and momentum takes time. It begins with you sharing your message often so you can find your voice and become certain in what you are teaching. The platform, what you use, is less important than the consistency of your sharing. It's important to understand when you first start, you are not posting, you are not creating content for your audience. You are posting them for you. And eventually, people will start to follow. But initially, it is so that you can discover your voice. So now you can, by the way, you might want to write this down, right? Pause me here, grab pen and paper, because seriously, this is what I teach my clients inside my program. But I'm feeling generous today because if you're listening, if you're watching, I know you're serious. I know you're committed. So this is my reward for you. You want to attend networking events because entrepreneurship doesn't have to be a lonely journey. Again, business is all about building relationship, especially if your client is a human being. I'm just saying. And you can also create your own channel, like a YouTube channel, like what I'm doing now, a podcast, a blog, or even a regular IG or Facebook Live is good enough for a start. If you're just getting started, you need to build an audience. And most importantly, like I mentioned a minute ago, you want to find your voice. You can also join online communities, places where your ideal clients hang out regularly, right? You want to get in there, offer value, connect with them, get in front of them every single day. Because if you really want to get known online, which is the faster way to get known in today's world, right? You really have to show up consistently. You can't just show up once a month or once in a while or whenever you feel like it. People will only forget about you. You need to consistently put yourself in front of your target audience every single day. Why? Because there is a statistic that shows it actually takes someone, a prospect or lead, to hear or see your messages at least 7 times before they will take any action to buy your product or your services. So if you're not showing up consistently, just remember that your competitors are. Next, once people know who you are and what you do, you want your audience and your community to like you. And I'm not saying you're going to please everyone and make everyone like you. It is impossible. In fact, Gary Vee famously said, if everybody likes you, you are doing it wrong. Because some people will like you and resonate with what you do, what you say, but some don't. And it's completely fine. The key is to be yourself. I know it sounds so overly simple. Yeah, great. Thanks, Joyan, for the great advice, right? Just be yourself. How great is that? But I cannot emphasize on this enough. And it actually is that simple. This means showing up and sharing who you are authentically. When you show up with an authentic voice, people will stop and listen. So often when we think about showing up online or attending any networking events or going live, we have to put out the best version of ourselves, right? We have to show the best side. We have to show the perfect version of ourselves. We feel like if only we are perfect and make no mistakes, then people will want to work with me or hire me. Yet when I say be real and authentic, it might freak you out, right? Because we don't want to share the vulnerable parts of ourselves. We don't want to be seen as imperfect, as flawed or weak. But the opposite is true. The truth is, people won't find you relatable and they won't like you if you're perfect all the time because it just seems fake. They won't trust you if you're perfect all the time. They won't like you if you're perfect all the time. So it's all about creating a powerful personal brand that gets remembered. And that only happens when you're 100% true to who you are. And I'm all about helping you build an authentic, strong, and irresistible personal brand. Show people the actual representation of who you are. Yes, be professional, be polite, be kind, be all these things, but also be a human. You are not a VCR machine. Your audience needs to see that you are a human and you are just like that. Don't be afraid to show your emotions. And it's okay to show your imperfections. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to tell your stories. It's okay to just be who you would be in real life. You don't need to put out a social media persona. And that is what I really mean when I said be real and authentic. Because when you do, you are able to connect with people on an emotional level. That is how you build deeper connection. Being vulnerable in your message will help you build real and genuine connection with your audience. And also be nice and generous, right? If you want to be liked, you just have to be nice and generous. We don't like people who are perfect, but we do like people who are nice and generous, right? So if you want to be liked and stand out from your competitors, I want you to think about how can you give more than your competitors? How can you be more generous than your competitors? What can you do that other people are not doing in your niche? And the other great way to increase your likability is to share stories like I mentioned earlier. People connect with stories where they are authentic, relatable, and inspirational. Your audience will be interested to hear or read about why you become a coach, why you started your business, what obstacles you face along the road, and how you overcame them. And the other important thing is that I want to highlight to you is to always remember to engage and initiate two-way conversation. Let me know, do you have someone in your life, whenever you are in a conversation with them, it's not really a conversation, right? Because most of the time, they are the ones who's talking and they are only talking about themselves. And let me know, how do they make you feel? So I'm saying, don't do that. Don't just talk about yourself. After all, running a coaching or service-based business isn't really so much about you. You only focus on you, and that is the problem. It's about your audience. It's about people you want to help. It's about people you want to serve. People don't care unless they know you care. So always speak to them, not at them. So now we have learned how to be better like. Let's move on to the third and final stage and learn how to build trust with your audience. Because only when they trust you, they are going to buy from you. And we all know trust takes time to build. It's just like any relationship you build, right? You don't expect to go into a relationship with someone on a first date, right? At least most of us don't. You need to invest time and effort in order to gain their trust. You need to take time to know them more, find out their likes and dislikes, take them out for dinner, watch a movie together, right? Do things for them. So again, it's the same when it comes to building trust with your audience and your potential client. And one of the most effective ways to build trust is to assert expertise in your niche. Because there are so many options and choices today where people are looking to solve a challenge or a problem they are currently facing. So how do they make the choice? How do they make the choice? I want you to think about it. Well, they go to the trusted expert or the authority who has already built a relationship with them and has already proven their expertise on their topic. So when your ideal clients need someone that offers the product or services that you do, you want to be the first one that comes to their mind. So what can you do to start building trust today? Give away some of your best stuff for free. Yes, you heard me right. Give away some of your best stuff for free. You can offer free tips, free advice, free consultation, free training, free guide, free ebook. That is how you break the initial barrier. But when you give away some of your stuff for free, I just want you to make sure they are good, all right? Make sure they are good. Don't just anyhow give away stuff for free that people don't want. So how do you know what they want from you? Easy. Ask them, right? Ask them. Sometimes we overcomplicate things and get stuck forever. But if you don't know about something or you're not sure about something, just ask. The secret, right? Here's the secret. The secret is to give away something for free that is so good and valuable, so juicy, that even helps your ideal client solve a small challenge or small problem. And they want to come back for more, right? Come back to you for more and pull out their credit card and say, I want to work with you. How can I work with you? And you can also conduct trainings on your topic. In fact, I highly encourage you to conduct trainings on your topic. This is the best. And this one of my favorites as well. Because it's a way to demonstrate your expertise through your content and through your action, and also engage with your audience in real time. And I want you to remember, always remember to over-deliver. Don't over-promise, which is another mistake that I see a lot of people make. They over-promise and they under-deliver. I don't want you to make the same mistake, so I want you to over-deliver and always give more. Next, collaboration. Collaborate with other experts. This is why networking is so important. Find someone you can work with who also serve the same target audience as you. And I'm not saying your competitors. And also, be consistent in your messaging. I don't care, no matter how often or how many times you post, make sure you are consistent in your messaging every time you post something. And talking about content creation, the type of content you put out will also help you build trust. How? There are certain contents that you can create that will help you build trust. For example, case studies and testimonials, right? People need to see the proof and evidence that what you're talking about, your product and your services actually work and has already gotten the results for others. So that is how you build the know, like, and trust factor with your audience today. And there are many, many ways to go about it. And I know it can be a lot to absorb at this moment. So start with one or two. Start with the modalities that you love the most, that, choose the one that speaks to you the most, that excites you the most, that feels good to you, and that you are also good at. And I hope you already have a lot of ideas in mind, and I can't wait to see you out there adding value, sharing your stories, sharing your expertise, and making an impact in the world. And like I promised in the beginning, I want to share with you, I just want to take 5 minutes, the next 5 minutes, to share with you a free opportunity. If you don't already know, I am hosting the Confidence and Visibility Summit from 22nd to 24th February. It's 3 straight days of current cutting-edge branding, visibility, and marketing strategies to help you grow your business, to grow your brand online right now. And the reason I want to host this summit is because I realized that most coaches, online business owners, consultants, service providers, and entrepreneurs needed real help with building their confidence, visibility, and personal branding in the new virtual economy today. And because I've been blessed to be helping female entrepreneurs for almost 3 years full-time, and I'm always creating new ways to grow myself and to help you grow. So this year, I am doubling down, right? I reached out to my friends and asked them to teach alongside me. I have brought together more than 10 top successful entrepreneurs, global CEOs, and media influencers for a complimentary 3-day training series on creating authority, building a personal brand, becoming more discoverable, attracting media attention, growing an audience, scaling a business globally, and so much more. You will learn from people like Amy Squash, who is a TV host and recording artist, on how to be comfortable on camera and perfect your pitch. And you will also learn how to build an epic personal brand on LinkedIn with Erica Rankin, the founder of Brutal, who has built a following of 60,000 on LinkedIn in less than 2 years. You will also learn from Monet Belly, who has managed to build a 7-figure business from the ground up and now is the CEO of 4 companies. And Alicia Barr, who has sold 50 million in services herself and has helped others sell 15.2 million over the last 3 years. And she will teach you how to focus on fit instead of selling. And we also have Mark Atram, and I am sure a lot of you know him. He is the #1 international best-selling author and known as the most sought-after business coach and trainer for entrepreneurs. And he's gonna share with you the secrets to authentic selling and how to make more money today. And Winnie Postativo, oh my God, Emmy award-winning media advisor, teaching you how to build your celebrity brand with the use of media and become more discoverable. And I can only mention a few. If you want to see a full lineup of our speakers this year, go to www.joyanchan.com/summit and also get your free ticket today before it's too late. And you can also find a link in the show note below. Because you'll only be learning only from the best in the industry. And this is easily a $10,000 session. And there is also an option to upgrade your seat to VIP and get exclusive backstage access to the only private Q&A session with me and the speakers. And when you upgrade to VIP today, you will also get extended access to all the replays for 60 days and also get extra bonuses from the speakers themselves. And the best part is you can even bring a +1 at the cost of 1. So go register now and come join as our VIP this year, and let's go big together. And let me tell you the truth. It's downright impossible to do this alone if you don't have anyone to learn from, who has been there, done that, who stays at the top, and will guide you through the steps, will show you the way. And I know if you're watching this, if you're listening to this, I know you are ready to confidently brand yourself, achieve authority status, and grow your influence and impact worldwide in 2023. So I hope to see you at the summit. And once you have registered, please let me know, show me a DM on Instagram, and I want to celebrate you.